Hello and welcome again to Inside Tulsa Basketball with head coach Eric Konkol. And Coach, a couple of weeks ago on our video, we talked about how you use McFarland Library kind of as a backdrop and a great place to bring recruits. I can't think of anything better than this backdrop right here that we have in this panoramic view of the beautiful Reynolds Center.
Well, we're so proud of this place, and this is a tremendous selling point. I know I'm biased, but believe this is one of the best venues in the country. And we've had a lot of upgrades too. A lot of little details that we put into this building this year that just make it sparkle a little bit better.
Yeah, and you forget as you come through this way, you have the banners, and you can see the banners on both sides, when you come in and when you sit down. It's really been well thought out through the years, and then, as you mentioned, the tweaks.
That's right. You can see banners on both sides and just really realize the great history here. And then the things that we've done in the last several months, highlighting some of our best student athletes over time, not just in men's basketball, but volleyball and women's basketball. But the flags, the going up the staircases, the new court this year, a lot of new paint. The student, I call it the party deck down there, just a number of different things to provide a great basketball entertaining experience here for everybody in Tulsa.
And of course, we haven't mentioned yet, and we should, obviously, the beginning of the game, during the starting lineups, the laser light show, all of that is just absolutely first class, and I don't know many that are doing this.
Not seen it any place that we've been all year, and we've been to some great venues, and again, number of great add-ons and commitment from our president, Brad Carson, our athletic director, Rick Dixon. But the cool thing about that, Bruce, is we go through our starting lineups, and officials that haven't been here before, teams that certainly haven't been here before, they're like, wait a second, what's going on here? And it's really cool for our fans.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes the officials are kind of standing up and you see their shadow on the thing, and it's like, kind of get out of the way.
That's exactly right.
But it's all fun and it's all very good. And if you haven't experienced it, make sure you get here before the starting lineups are announced, because it is really cool. The road trip, Coach, it was just a tough one, wasn't it? And sometimes you go on the road and things happen.
It was a very tough road trip, and we knew on paper it was going to be two, going to Houston, going to Central Florida. Two teams that are really, really good. Of course, Houston, number 2 in the country, packed house, great venue, and did some nice things early, but then over time, just the intensity of the game and the offensive rebounding that they have and the way they attack, just weren't able to keep up.
Yeah, and then in the UCF game, same thing. You got out to a 16-8 lead early. It's kind of like, can you bottle that 5 minutes? That's kind of been the problem all year, hasn't it? Trying to expand that really intense play.
It's true, and we came out both games finding ways to score the basketball, and then on the defensive end, get a couple stops. Certainly not getting the type of stops that we wanted to, and that's been a problem all year long. And then once we stopped scoring at the rate that we started the game at UCF, it was a barrage of threes. I mean, they make all those three-point shots, and we're trying to guard the paint, we're trying to guard the three, and it just opened up things.
All right, so let's move forward now to Wednesday, the next home game, and it's USF, and they're a team that have had their moments this year, but a great opportunity for you to pick up a win on Wednesday.
They've had some really good moments, as you said, and they've got some size, they've got a tenacity, they attack the glass very, very well. They've got an inside-out approach. They've had a couple injuries lately. We're not sure if they'll be back Wednesday or not. But a team that's really been competitive in their last game out. They were right there with Cincinnati in the first half, and then it got away from them a little bit. But really good team coming in here on Wednesday.
And then Sunday in Philadelphia, the Temple game here was a barn burner. It was a good game, so you hope to compete out there.
No question, and they're playing great. They're at the top of the league. They're fighting for second place right now. But they've got a team with just tremendous versatility throughout. Overall size, a lot of flexible, movable parts, and some guys that can really attack.
All right, Coach, we'll have a good week, and we'll see you on Wednesday for sure. And we'll see you on Wednesday. 7 o'clock is the tip time for University of Tulsa as they play at home against USF. We'll see you here at the Reynolds Center. That wraps it up for Inside Tulsa Basketball with head coach Eric Konkol.